Welcome to the Namibia Annual Sports Expo. My name is Limba Mupetami. We have a host of interviews lined up for you guys from different federations in the country, just speaking about, just some of their success stories, highlights of what they are busy with, and so much more. This is, of course, just to inspire those that are out there who would like to join some of the clubs from these federations. And of course, for people just to get, general information about what these federations are for. Please stay tuned. Good day and welcome to the Namibia Annual Sport Expo. My name is Limba Mupetami, and today I'm joined by Mr. Patrick Muir from the Namibia Wrestling Federation. Of course, he is the president. Welcome to the show.
Thank you very much and good afternoon.
Now, talking about the structure of the federation, maybe you can just take us through that.
Yeah, sure. Well, actually, we've got, I will just name the members of the federation. Currently, I'm the president of Namibia Wrestling Federation, and Mr. Gabriel Kurirap, he's the vice president. Mr. Stefan Leroux is the secretary general. Mr. Johannes Omateni is the assistant secretary general. Mr. Louis Paz is the national coach for the past 20 years, quite a long time. And Mr. Gerard Steen, the technical assistant, and then Mr. Saul and Roseanne van der Merwe is additional members.
Okay, now maybe just share with the viewers, when was this sport code established and currently what is happening in Namibia?
Well, yeah, it's a very old sport in history, wrestling, and it was established in Namibia, or previously Southwest Africa, in the late 1960s, 1970s, by a sergeant major in the Defence Force. His name was Ari Dekker. Okay, one of the oldest clubs in Namibia is Alta Vista. The club was established in 1970. And previously or recently we changed the name to Windhoek Wrestling Club. Now there are 7 wrestling clubs in Namibia. After school in Windhoek, Windhoek Wrestling Club in Windhoek, Okahania Wrestling Club, Keetmanshoop Wrestling Club, Osekati Wrestling Club, Stampriet Wrestling Club, and Swakopmund.
Okay. Now, just speaking about the development plans that the federation might have, maybe you can share a little bit on that as well.
Okay, a new club, Stampriet Wrestling Club, opened their doors recently. And then Z1 Academy Wrestling, they will be stationed in Windhoek as well. They will open in January 2022. We as the federation would like to identify a couple of towns where we maybe can, establish new clubs. At certain, like the north, it's only in Osekati. We're struggling to get a lot of wrestlers from the north. Yeah, and then we want to develop and train our wrestlers more to compete more on an international level and to win medals. I think the last representative of Namibia at the Olympic Games for wrestling was during 2012. It was Mr. Sam Silemela. And then to market our sport, we visit schools and we organize tournaments during public events like the Windhoek Show, the Biltong Fears. So yeah, that's what we do.
All right, thank you so much, Mr. Patrick. Now, that is the president of the Namibia Wrestling Federation, just talking about some of the projects that they are busy with, as well as the development plans that they have for the federation. Thank you so much for joining us in studio, and keep on pushing for the sport.
Thanks a lot.
All right. And now in studio today, we're joined by head coach Louis Boshileto from the Namibia Wrestling Federation, just to speak to us about how long he has been with the Wrestling Federation. Welcome, Mr. Louis.
Okay, good afternoon and thank you to you for giving this opportunity. I come into Namibia because I'm from Cuba. I came into Namibia in 2007 in one contract between the Ministry of Sport from Namibia with the Ministry of Sport from Cuba.
Yes.
After 1 year, I get from the federation the position of the head of the coach, and I started this program for preparing coach, young coach from the future, and that starting. We were going through with all this structure and all the program for competition through to our program for the Namibia Wrestling Federation. Right now, in this moment, we have a new federation, new president, our colleague Petrev, with big program for develop through now in Namibia. We want to extend wrestling all the region. The most difficult situation is we need the Met. Is the thing for we can open all the club in Namibia, because I saw all the new generation like training our sport. In this moment now, we make in 2021 the first coaching clinic, national coaching clinic. We are busy for the second coaching clinic with the other different coach. We want the knowledge, put up the knowledge for the coach for they when coming in front of the group in the Met, the learners coming more faster, jumping stage by stage with more level of technical tactical during the competition, during the preparation for the different competition.
Okay, so maybe just some of the benefits of wrestling. What would you say are some of the benefits of wrestling? If somebody is out there who is watching and thinking right now, I want to be a wrestler one day, why should they join?
No, we are Olympic sport. We are in the group of the Olympic sport. We compete in amateur. We are no professional. We compete in all the competition international, like the World Championship, African Championship, Commonwealth Game, Olympic Game. The benefits really sport is healthy. Sport, one objective from sport is bring people together. We see in our day per day, we see how the boys meeting each other, how the boys make a good relationship. It's not only about compete, they meeting wrestlers from the other club. And in this way also, the other way is preparing physical mentality. How I said before, a healthy thing, healthy sport. The other way I can tell you is we only not concentrate in the preparation for get medal. We give education to the boys. They must be good in the school, education first, sport after. We preparing for they no drinking, they no smoking, all this wrong thing from the street, and keeping busy during the training, for they no going in the other way in the life.
Now, since 2007 up until now, what are just some of the good things that you have seen from the coaching that you have been doing, the positive things that have come out?
No, I saw already from the time I started, if we go in the direction of the result international, in 2009, essentially Mela was in Commonwealth Junior in India and got silver medal. This is a result international. In 2010, already Jason African went to the Youth Olympic Game in Singapore and got 4th place. We, from that time to now, is around 26, 27 medal in African Continental Championship. Now we was in the last qualification for 2020, Japan. We went with Romeo Goliath, a very young wrestler, with very high level technical tactic. We was preparing. Some issues we were having during this preparation was the corona situation. We didn't go outside for compete with other country, and was only inside the country was something. The qualification was this year in Tunisia, was Africa and Oceania. Very strong qualification, very strong qualification. Some issues with the preparation psychological. young wrestler for 2024 next Olympic Games. I think we can make it.
Okay. Now, for the next 5 to 10 years, what would you like to see in Namibian wrestling?
Some of our goals is opening all the region in Namibia. More wrestlers we have, more possibility we have for select the best. And the develop will be more strong. We are busy now with our federation for select during the 2021, select the athlete can be involved for 2024 next Olympic Game. For see how we can get different motivation, different attention. Because if the wrestler can qualify for the next Olympic Game, because we want wrestling be again in the Olympic Game.
Of course, more Namibian sport codes going to the Olympics, I mean, definitely will be a good thing for the country as well. Thank you so much, Mr. Louis, for coming today and just talking to the viewers and letting them know about what is happening in the wrestling world in the country. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
You know, a few weeks ago, I would never do this on a Saturday morning. Back then, I was standing in line all day. Now it's just like that.
You are using the FNB banking app like I told you.
Girl, it saved my weekend. Now I can do all my banking on this.
Payments, transfers, checking statements.
Even opening accounts.
Just like that.
Oh, did I tell you what my husband did?
Even me, I want to save time with the, what's the name of the app?
FNB app.
Don't be left behind. Make the switch to the FNB app, online banking or cell phone banking and change the way you bank to change your life. FNB, how can we help you?